What's up, reseller party people? It is Monday morning, and we are having a COVID-19 morning dance party. You're all invited. That's right. We have a lot of things to ship out today. About 25 things for like 250 bucks, something like that. Excuse my horrible camera work, but actually I was wrong. It is 24 items getting ready to ship out today, Monday, for $289.61. So that's my grand total so far. The day is still young. We got a lot of stuff to wrap up, so let's get into it. We'll see. First thing going out today is a 1992 Roger Craig football card. And he must have just gotten traded or something, because it's the team that's on there is the Vikings, but he is wearing a Raiders uniform. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if that makes the card more valuable or not. Probably not, because it sold for $1. So. And next thing going out this morning is a Harry Styles, a singing Harry Styles doll from his days in One Direction. And it's a brand new factory sealed doll, just the batteries have died, which I made very clear on my listing, that they were going to have to replace those batteries if they were going to open this up and actually use it. And this is part of a big bulk purchase I made from some guy. This is years ago. And I don't know why I never got around to listing these things, but now that I think he just recently released an album, and then it made me think, hey, I've got these dolls. So I have a handful of these dolls, and I think I actually have some of the other members of One Direction. I have their dolls too, but I don't know if I think Niall is still doing stuff. So I think I have a handful of his dolls also, so I need to get all those up. But anyway, this one sold and is shipping out today for $26. And the acoustic guitar string extravaganza is continuing, as I sold 8 more sets of these things. I had 5 different buyers buy 1 pack each, and then I had one person purchase 3 sets for a total of 8, and I sell these for $4.99 a piece. So you do the math on that. So these are going out. And then next thing I sold is a little bit of retail arbitrage I did. I went to, it was either Marshall's or TJ Maxx, I think Marshall's, and bought a whole bunch of clothing that looked like I could mark up pretty well. And this is a Lucky Brand t-shirt, really high quality t-shirt with a Nashville Guitars logo on the front. Really nice, really cool. It came new with tags, and I got it from the clearance aisle at Marshall's for $9.99 and sold this for $24.50. And as I've shown you a bunch of times, I sell these clear poly outer sleeves that protect your records. You put them in there, keeps them dust free and safe. And in addition to selling them in the retail packs of 100, because I put all my records in them that I sell, every record in my collection I put in these sleeves, so every record eventually ends up in a sleeve. So I have packs of these that are open that I pull from to put records in. So I just figured I will sell some of those loose sleeves if I can make a couple bucks on it. The packs are open, so I can't sell them in the new retail packs. So I sell them for smaller quantities of 25, and I sell those smaller quantities for $8.50 each. So when those sell, like 1 pack of these, I maybe make like $8 a piece on. But when I sell them in those smaller quantities, I actually make somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 per 100. So I actually do better selling those smaller quantities. It's just more of a pain. You got to count them out, and I have to use a different style envelope to ship them out. But I actually end up making more money selling the smaller quantities. So So 2 different people bought those smaller quantities of 25 for $8.50 a piece. And next thing I sold is a lot of 2 of these little 1-inch pins. These are, I just sold them as a 2-pin lot for the Ramones. One shows their coat of arms logo, and the other is their cover art for the Ramones. And these are going out, I sold these for $5.75 free shipping. And then I sold a retail pack of 50 of these Card Saver 2s. These are the semi-rigid plastic holders for your trading cards, baseball cards, Magic the Gathering cards, whatever. And this is going out the door for $7.95. Then I sold a DVD. This is for the James Bond 007 thriller featuring Pierce Brosnan, The World Is Not Enough. And yes, people still buy DVDs. It's still hanging in there. And anyway, this is going out the door for $4.50. And then I sold, I think, a grand total of 9 records. First one is a 7-inch single from the kind of pop R&B band The Deal with their song 2 Occasions. Kind of a nice song. And if you didn't know, The Deal featured Babyface Edmonds. What? Kevin Babyface Edmonds? I think that's his name, Kevin. I don't know. I think it's Kevin Edmonds. Anyway, who went on with L.A. Reid to found LaFace Records and went on to stardom and riches. But this was, I think this was his first ever hit single with the hit 2 Occasions. And this is going out the door for $5.50. And the first LP going out today is the 1973 release from Traffic and their live album On the Road, of course, featuring the amazing Steve Winwood. And this is going out the door today for $7.50. Next record going out the door is another live album. This one is from Joe Walsh, and it's his 1976 release. You can't argue with a sick mind. Joe Walsh was always a very funny guy. He always had good album titles. So anyway, this one is going out the door for $6.50. Next album going out the door is a 1972 release from Elton John and his album Honky Chateau. And this is going out the door for $10.50. We'll just stay in the 1970s with a 1978 reissue from Van the Man, Van Morrison, and the legendary album Moondance. If you don't own this album and you like music, then you're dumb. You need to own this album. One of the greatest albums all the way through of all time. And like I said, this is a 1978 reissue, and it is going out the door for $20. So from the 70s, now we move into the 80s, and this is a 1985 release from the band Honeymoon Suite and their album The Big Prize. When I listen to this, it's very pop rock, like a la Journey. I think they were originally categorized kind of in the hair metal kind of vein, which they're not. I mean, they're more Journey-esque, I think. Maybe a little harder than that. But I had some good songs on here and some hits. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, oh, I remember that song. And yeah, so they had some good stuff on here. And this is going out the door for $10. Next album going out is a 1987 release from Love and Rockets and their album Earth, Sun, Moon. And it's an original release from Big Time Records. If you remember, I think it was like a week or so ago, I sold Love and Rockets Express. I listed both these albums at the same time. So I think Express took a handful of days to sell, and then this took another week. So it's great to see that people are still listening to Love and Rockets. I I still like Love and Rockets a lot, but back in the day, I loved Love and Rockets. Loved this album. Express I thought was great, and I really liked this album a lot too. And this is going out the door for $17. Next record going out is a new sealed vinyl from thrash legends Pantera, and it's their kind of greatest hits compilation called History of Hostility on purple vinyl. It's a limited edition purple vinyl release. I had a bunch of these that I sold through, and I forget what I was asking for, but I asked for more money than this one, because this one had, when I got it from the distributor, the hype sticker had a little scuff on it, so I think I reduced the price a couple bucks, but this one still sat. I sold out of the other ones real fast, and this one kind of sat for a while, but it did finally sell for $21.50. Last thing going out today is a 2011 reissue of Ozzy Osbourne's Blizzard of Oz picture disc, very limited edition, and this is going out the door for $28.50. All right, guys, that's all I've got for today. I know I usually go through my numbers on Mondays, but because it's the end of the quarter, I decided I'm going to push that off for maybe a day or two, because I want to just kind of go through the past 3 months as kind of a quarterly encapsulation of where I am, where I started. I basically started my channel in January of 2020, and not right at the start of January. I think it was somewhere in the middle to the end of January, but that was basically my benchmark starting point, was January. So I want to just kind of take us through the last 3 months, January, February, March, see how far I've come. Have I gone up? Have my sales gone up? Have they gone down? I think they've gone up. I think I've done all right. Because one of the main points of this whole channel is to document my attempt to transition from part-time, okay sales, you know, I can pay some household bills with the money I generate from eBay, but I'm really trying to turn this into more of a full-time income. So that's why I'm always showing my numbers. That's why I'm always talking about my sales and how much I've done, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to document progress, holding myself accountable to myself, but out for the world to see, if you guys want to watch that. And basically documenting that progress. Hopefully that line keeps going up and my revenue keeps going up, because I'm really trying to work hard to transition from that kind of part-time, casual eBay seller into more of treating it like a full-time job, and thusly trying to generate full-time income. So anyway, in a couple days or so, we will, I'll post a video where I go through my quarterly numbers that cover January, February, and March. But like I said, for this video, that's all I got. And thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, please like this video. Please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And we will catch you on the flip side.